Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? Welcome on into another Mancave101 podcast, episode 54. Hard to believe 54. That's a lot. That's a big number.
We getting old, bro. We getting old.
We getting old already.
I feel it in my bones.
We got a lot to talk about today. We got to recap The Last of Us, the full season, the last episode, the craziness. Mandolorian episode 3. We got some big nerdy news and rumors going on. Before we hit you with all that, let me introduce the guys. Brooklyn in the house, Big Chase. What is happening?
What's up, folks? What's up? Don't forget to check out the artist spotlight, man. Listen, we got a lot of heat in there. Go check us out on the channel on YouTube, man. Shout out to everybody that came through for us.
Absolutely. And Mr. Caleb K himself from the Man Cave, Leo, what is going on?
Deep in the seas of the Caleb K-ness.
That's what it is, bro.
That a thing? Caleb K-ness? Okay.
Yeah, I'm kind of pissed off that my fucking Dominican team lost last night, but
oh boy, Mets fans are more mad than you are. I promise you.
Yeah. Oh hell no! This was Boricuas. This was Puerto Rico versus Dominican Republic. This shit don't get no heat. Our World Series.
Yeah, yeah, that's kind of deep. That gets deep.
But before we get into all the nerdy goodness, just a reminder, check us out, as Chase alluded to, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify for all your viewing and listening needs. Also, we're going to have a special guest on the podcast tonight. We'll leave that up to later when we introduce him, but we will have a special guest on the podcast. And without further ado, before we get on into the comic corner, salute, gentlemen, episode 54.
To wet my bones.
Oh man!
And Leo, take it away with the comic corner.
All right, everybody, welcome to the comic corner. You guys should be old as I am right now, and this is a drinking game. The more names I mess up, the more we drink. So you guys. And
there's six books this week.
Yeah, and I added 2 books since last week. It was all a freaking conspiracy theory that I was making it short. Which I was, but anyway, this is the comic corner this week. All right, let's start off with the first book on the chopping block. Okay, it is Secret Invasions numero 5, number 5 for you non-speaking Spanish people. The writer is Ryan North. The cover artist is Stanford Greene, and the other artist is Francisco Mobili.
Well, I'm gonna drink because I guess I messed up the cover artist.
What? Oh, yes, I got one.
Yeah, I'm going to drink. I was rushing around to get this finished. Sorry.
That's okay. All right. The next. Oh, wait. Go back to that one.
Yes, sir.
This book has a first appearance in it of the new Super Scroll. So, yes, as the Secret Invasion show is going to be coming up on, which we have it in the news tonight. So, I would pick this up, ladies and gents. All right. The next books that we have is Miles Morales Spider-Man numero 4, number 4. This is a possible introduction of a new Spider Slayer. This book has one other variant cover. The artist is Federico Vincentini.
I'll give it to you.
Yes. The writer is Cody Ziegler, and the cover artist is Dyke Ruin.
Well, I'm going to drink again because I mispronounced his name, but you're also going to drink because you mispronounced it.
What?
The cover artist's name is DK Ruan. And the reason why I know that is because he's one of my favorites. I got a signature from him at Comic-Con. And also Cody Ziegler wrote one of my favorite comic sets, which is the Spider-Punk ones that came out last year.
Okay.
So I'm familiar with both of them.
Damn it. All right, we got one drinking. If you're drinking with Aaron, you're ahead of us.
Yeah, I got buddy.
I'm going to find out who's helping Leo cheat. We're going to talk about this later.
The next book we got on Boom Comics, this is Berserker numero 12. This is the final issue, ladies and gentlemen. So it's a key of the week. So this will be the last issue of the Berserker series, which also who's the writer is our favorite person in the whole world, Keanu Reeves. The other writer is Matt Kindick.
Can you drink? Matt, can you drink? Matt, can you
What? I just screwed up all over the place tonight. I'm just gonna drink.
See, that's what I'm saying. See what I'm saying?
I screwed up tonight. Jesus, I must have just forgot to take names on and off.
And also, ladies and gents, this book has 6. Count them: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 variant covers. And there's 6 variant covers for this.
Holy.
And there's a foil.
Ooh,
nice.
Okay, so the next book that we have, Batman: The Adventures Continues, numero 3, season 3, number 3. This will have the first appearance of the Straight Man, a henchman that works for the Joker. This book has no variant covers. The first artist is Ty Templeton. The writer is Alan Burnett. The other writer is Paul Dini. And the cover artist is Baltimore Rivas. Did I get that right?
Baltimore, but whatever, buddy. Whatever.
Yeah, buddy. Aaron's gonna end up with more drinks than me. All right, the next book that we have from East Side Comics, ladies and gents, you got some fire here. The first book is I can say Diego da Silva or Diego da Silva.
I think it's Thiago da Silva.
So either way, I got it fucking wrong. God damn it.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. This is the Return of the Warlock Rebirth number 1. This is a variant cover. This is an exclusive cover to Eastside Comics. It's an amazing homage cover for this book. This book, the Warlock book, is going to be a mass produce. The next book next to it, the Captain Marvel number 1, is an exclusive by Archer. You drink again, Aaron.
Why?
You ain't put Archer on there.
I did not.
Yes.
Okay, so let's be clear. You miss Archer, who is a major power. That's 2 drinks.
This exclusive variant is extremely limited to 500 copies across all partner sites. So there's only going to be 500 copies of that book, of that Captain Marvel. And it's only going to be 500, and they all have COAs, numbered COAs, numbered COAs, and it should be out, sorry, ladies and gents, it was out today.
Yeah, it's sold out. That's what that means.
Yeah.
That's exactly what that means.
All right, the next book that we have on the chopping block, if you were able to get your hands on it, this came out yesterday, but I like
that shit's gone, bro.
That's gone.
That shit's gone.
I'm sorry, but I had to put it on here because Clayton Crane, if you haven't seen none of our episodes, he's been in a little bit of heat with a lot of people in the comic book world.
Just a little bit.
Because of his apparent other company, supposedly. This was an exclusive cover, and I think this is his first comeback to doing comic books again. And this is an exclusive. This is exclusive, limited to 2,000, and the Virgin copy is only limited to 1,000 copies. This is so there's a number of limited copies. It'll be, and most likely, if you couldn't get it on Eastside Comics, it's probably already sold out.
That's just
I'm sorry. I had to show you guys that because it is a sick cover, and it looked like he did paint and fucking ink on this one. So, and if you haven't been a fan of Clayton Crane, even besides the bullshit, besides all the craziness that's going on, he is an excellent artist. I'm never going to take away from his work and his craft. The man is sick.
Yeah, he's definitely hands down one of the top-notch artists in his game. His artwork and his creativity with these covers is the next level, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I just want him to get back to his graces and doing his thing and doing what he loves, and just let all the bullshit behind him. And as comic book nerds, we need to fucking let off and let be at the moment. All right, so that's the Comic Corner, ladies and gents. Aaron drank more than me, so I'm happy tonight. Yeah, buddy. Like we always say in the Comic Corner, support your local comic book shops and support your addictions with a little bit of alcohol. And the addiction is alcohol. Oh wait, no, the addiction is comics.
Wait, the addiction is comics.
The addiction is comics. I flipped it. Sorry, before.
I think Leo's out here. Leo's out here telling people to be an alcoholic and shit.
Are you sure you haven't been drinking yet?
Shit, I have been drinking. That's what I need to be more drinking. All right, that does it for the Comic Corner. All right, salute.
Oh, topic change. Nerdy news and rumors of the week.
Okay, let's get into all this craziness that's been going on, which is a freaking lot. All right, where do we want to start? Let's see. Let's start at the freaking beginning. Screenshots. Let's go all the way back down because I know there was a lot of shit early in the week. Fuck. Okay, let's start. Okay, let's start with this. Filming for the Midnight Angels series will begin in spring 2024. Supposedly rumor, but they're showing some costume design for the Midnight Angels that we didn't get in Wakanda. They were totally different suits. I don't know if it was edited film, but it looked freaking phenomenal.
Well, if filming begins the spring of next year, that means we're not getting the series until at least 2025, if not later.
Yeah, I'm not even. Listen, much as I can't wait to see it, I'm not even giving a hell right now because by next year, this shit will be pushed back to 2028 or better. Or who knows who will be in charge at that time. So, yeah, that's great. But it's the thought that counts. So, okay.
Okay, let's talk about a little bit of Mahershala Ali. I know we haven't talked about him lately. So Mahershala Ali has reportedly requested many changes to the Blade movie script throughout the development.
The original one or the rewritten one? Because have they started rewriting it yet?
Yes, they started. Yeah. They already started rewriting it. He's already asking for changes after he read it because he saw that there was something wrong with a couple of the scenes.
Listen, listen. Whatever he says, do it. Do it. It's only going to make it's only going to make the movie better. It's only going to, lend to the proper, confidence of the entire film and whatnot. The original obviously was terrible. We know that. We kept seeing all of the different blogs and stuff coming out saying how bad some of this stuff was. So there's nothing that he can do to that won't make it better.
But the one thing that I'm concerned of, if this movie turns out to be shit, the only person I'm blaming is him. I'm not blaming none of the writers. I'm not blaming Marvel. I'm blaming him.
Okay, well let's be fair. Number one, he's not completely in charge, but they're giving him a lot of creative freeway to do what he got to do. Okay. So at the end of the day, yes, he can take the majority. Like, yo, bro, you had an opportunity to make it right. But but we do know that the final decision is not his and whatnot.
And also, I've never seen him reading a comic or talking about comics.
Yeah, but listen.
So if you're coming into something new,
but we've seen him do action movies.
Yeah, and not only that, like Mahershala Ali.
What action movie have you seen him do?
I mean, you made me look it up right now. I don't know every Mahershala Ali movie, but he's a big star.
You got Luke Cage.
He wasn't in Luke Cage.
We didn't see him Luke Cage. Who played Cottonmouth in Luke Cage?
Let's see. He was in. Well, Alita Battle. Well, I guess really not.
Thank you very much.
No, I guess maybe not.
The only thing we know him for is the Green Book.
No, it's not true.
I'm telling you. But if I see, this is the thing. What I say,
Mahershala Ali played Cottonmouth in the Luke Cage series on Netflix.
Oh, he did. You're absolutely right. He did. He did.
Okay, so he does have. Okay, so he does.
He was also in Into the Spider-Verse in a role.
And
but you said he has no familiarity with comic book movies, and
no. I said no familiarity. You said there's no familiarity in an action movie.
Okay, action movie. Sorry, my bad. But he does have familiarity with a comic book movie, even though it's a voice acting.
It's a voice acting, and the script was given to him.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, but let's also realize something. Mahershala Ali is not the type of actor that does not have respect for the industries that he inserts himself into. So even if he wasn't a comic book head, he's gonna go do his background research. He has a lot of respect for Wesley Snipes, whose boots he's trying to fill. So he's gonna take that seriously. You know what I mean? He's not gonna just come in there and be like, "Oh, I don't care what's going on," which is why these changes are happening.
That's a heavy sword to carry, boy.
Speaking of which, I heard there was a vampire sighting down in Texas, and the man Wendeezy has been gone for a while, so I don't know where he's been or what he's doing.
Was he riding a Gundam?
What is doing?
Wendeezy's here, ladies and gentlemen.
Vampire riding a Gundam.
What it do, baby? I am back.
y'all didn't hear about the black vampire down in Texas? I heard about it. I don't know where y'all are checking.
Like vampire riding a Gundam and shit in Texas, bro. That's the same.
Damn real. You damn right. That's exactly how it is. Right in the Gundam, son.
Riding a Gundam, what the fuck?
What's poppin', y'all?
What up? What up,
brother? We just talking about Mahershala Ali and the script changes to the Blade movie, and I was putting me and Chase were talking about. Okay, if he's doing all these changes to the script, my point is he gets all the credit if it goes good, and if it tanks, he gets all the blame.
Damn real. That's fair. That's how that works. You can't be like, I'm gonna change all of this. Yeah, that shit was whack, son. I had nothing to do with that. No, bro. That's on you. That's on you. Don't mess with my stuff.
If Kevin Feige's saying, okay, I'm gonna give you free reign. And then imagine if we get Mahershala Ali, if he hits this off the park, and we get Mahershala Ali directing.
I mean, look, it's a gamble, but like, what's he?
The man is good.
What's he know about comics? What's he know about comics?
But Chase had a point too that he's a man that does his research. Oh shit, he froze.
Uh-oh.
The guy
freeze. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Internet's
acting up.
So she get for riding a Gundam in Texas.
All right. Well.
We got you back.
He's doing his what's that show? What's that show with the talking head from the 90s? Max.
Oh fucking Max! Oh my god! Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not disagreeing with you though. I just, I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing to have, in this case, this actor's creative directory on this. It would be if certain actors, I'd be like,
yeah, I know. But it's Mahershala Ali, so I'm like,
I feel like Mahershala Ali, I'm kind of cool with it,
Yeah, I am. Don't get me wrong. I don't think that he's gonna take the role and not give it the due respect that he needs. Because, like Chase said again, he's following in the shoes of Wesley Snipes.
He is, and he knows that.
So his first movie has to be at least the same level as Blade 1.
Yeah, it does. No, it definitely does.
At least, because if it doesn't, he's gonna fall short, and everybody's gonna, and then that gives Kevin Feige a way out. Also,
it does.
But if he puts his foot in it, he gets all the fucking credit, and then he'll be hailed. I'll do the risk for the reward, bro.
Yeah,
I would do it if I see a script that's fucked up and he's doing the right thing, and I trust him doing it, and he's a great actor. Yeah,
that original shit that we heard, where I think they said the movie has like 2 or 3 action scenes. I was like, nah.
No, it had 1.5.
Yeah, that ain't the fucking
1.5.
That ain't the move, brother.
1.5 action scenes for a Blade movie?
Nah, you can't. Nah. There's no way. It's predicated on that. But
all right, so let's wait until Wendeezy see if he can come back. But I'm gonna keep going. All right, Elizabeth Olsen hints at the possibility of returning to the character Scarlet Witch. Everybody knows that she's coming back, so stop hinting at it. The MCU as an announcer at the XSW event asked her about the possibility of the future return, and she said, "Of course, my God, no. Either way, I will be there. Yes." So we all know that she's coming back. Okay,
she has to come back.
Exactly. Come on.
Doesn't she have the longest tenured Marvel contract of the like more recent actors? Didn't she sign like a huge deal not that long ago?
Yes. She signed like a fucking 5 year, 5 6
She
years.
signed like a 5 or 6 year deal or something.
5 or 6 movie deal.
Or a 5 6 movie deal. So she's been in like 1 or 2. So she still got shit to make.
Oh wait, did she do that before?
I don't know.
Doctor. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Or before WandaVision.
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know.
Because if she did 5 or 6 movies, you already got her in Avengers Ultron. You have her.
I thought it was after that though.
It was after Ultron. Okay, so we know that Avenger Infinity War.
Yeah,
it had to be after that. Endgame, maybe.
I want to say that's around when she signed it. Hang on just a second. I actually have the article right here. No sources have confirmed that Elizabeth Olsen has signed a contract extension with Marvel Studios that extends for the next 7 years. That was signed in February of 2022.
Oh wow! So yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if she signed a 7-year contract with Marvel, I don't know how many movies that is or whatever, but she signed a 7-year contract literally a year ago.
That's a minimum of 3.
She's got at least 3 or 4 more projects to go.
At least 3 or 4 more projects.
She's probably going to be in the next Doctor Strange movie.
There's nothing wrong with that at all.
You know?
Yeah, I'm not mad at her acting either.
She's probably going to show up in Agatha.
Oh hell no! See that show, that motherfucking show. I can't.
Yo, listen, that show might fuck around and surprise you. Be like, damn, that shit is so good.
Imagine Agatha's actually good. I think I would freak out if Agatha was actually a good show.
Oh, this fucking shit is good. Like,
With these, you back, baby?
You good, bro?
I don't know. We gonna see. We gonna see.
We hear you. We hear you.
Oh, you started to look like a bad. You started to look like a bad kung fu flick.
He's dead.
All right. All right. So let's see this. I'm gonna mess up his name. Ki Kwan.
Just drink.
Damn, man. No. Just call him short round.
That's short round. Right. Short round wins best supporting actor in the Oscars.
We talking about Oscars now? Okay.
Yeah, we're about to get deep real quick.
Oh boy.
So, in Everything, Everywhere, All at Once.
Yeah.
Okay, so he won best supporting actor in that. I agree with it.
Okay.
Okay.
I am not mad at Short Round. What do you guys think?
No, that's cool. I didn't see the movie.
I finished seeing it. Yeah.
I heard it's really good though.
Yeah, it's cool. Don't get me wrong. It's a good movie.
It's a good movie. Yeah. I'm trying to think who he was up against again. Well, whatever. I think it's all right. I'm good with Lil Dude winning it. I didn't think he did a bad job.
But I do have one pissed off moment that I gotta say.
Oh, okay. Is it about Short Round?
Yeah, it's about Short Round though.
What he do to you, Dr. Jones?
Why the fuck did Dr. Jones never bring him back into an Indiana Jones movie? How many fucking dude? I am pissed. Yo, if he's your guy, he did 2 movies with you.
He did 2 movies?
Yeah, Short Round was in 2 movies with Indiana Jones.
No, was he? I thought he was only in Temple. I thought he was only in Temple of Doom.
Temple of Doom and
that was it.
Oh no, he went to the Goonies after that.
Yeah, that was the Temple of Doom, bro.
Either way, that's your man's.
That ain't his man's, yo.
Listen, man, you listen.
That ain't his man's.
Let me. Motherfuckers ain't motherfucker nowadays in Hollywood.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. You would be surprised what the relationships are on these sets and whatnot. A lot of these actors act together, and they're so good, and their chemistry is so locked that you think. I learned my lesson. For those that don't know, there was a show called Good Times, and the star on that show was arguably Jimmy Walker. At some point, they brought Janet Jackson's on the show, and they had so much chemistry that you're talking 20, 30 years later, you could not tell me that Janet Jackson and Jimmy Walker wasn't the best of friends. Well, when they interviewed him, he told them, I never had any time for kids. He was like, he was like he never really spoke to her beyond the script the entire time that they was there and whatnot, which kind of broke my heart because I'm like, as a kid, we were all like, oh, JJ likes the kids, and here he was like, so we would assume that because they have so much chemistry locked in on the film that they, but again, he's a grown man and this is a kid, so how much interaction could there really be?
Yeah, I mean, look, even Short Round told the story of when he went to D23. Like, Harrison Ford was there, and he was like, his assistant was like, Harrison Ford's outside. He said he went out there, and Harrison Ford looked at him like, Short Round? What's up, homie? And then that was it. Like, you ain't gonna remember. You're like, come on, it's Chase's point, man. He was a star, and there was a little kid on set. Like, I'm sure he remembers the chick though. But you know what I'm saying?
Priorities, bro. Priorities.
I ain't got time for the kids.
He remembers it because she was in the second movie too. No,
man. These people are only in one movie, man. Ain't nobody in no second movie. She doesn't come back, bro.
No, in the first, the Temple of Doom, yes, there's a different woman in the second movie in the Lost Ark. There is, but she comes back in another movie though. She comes back in this Crystal Skulls.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
the mother.
Yeah, she does.
I ain't like that movie that much.
Before we change topics, I'm going to introduce our special guest for the evening. If you're in our comment section ever, you will know this man because he's all up in there. Taurean.
Finally.
What's going
on, brother?
Oh, we got the
What's going on, bro?
It's about to be lit. What's up, Taurean? What's good, bro?
Man, I'm like, finally. Listen, it's like I was throwing out like subtle hints for months. When is this gonna happen? Because I didn't want to just come out and say, "Look, I'm trying to be up there." I was like, hopefully they catch the hint, just like dropping in.
Yeah, we got
bro. Listen, man, we appreciate you, dog. That's 100. We appreciate you, man.
Yeah, we appreciate you being here every week, and hopefully you're ready to talk some nerdy nonsense with us real quick.
Because I'm sitting there like in the chat, I'm like, it's all fun to type in the chat, but sometimes my fingers get tired. I'm typing so much, my fingers got abs now.
I hear you, bro. I hear you.
Yeah, man.
All right. So we were just finishing up the conversation about Mr. Short Round and Harrison Ford. And getting into that, he should have won that, and I'm happy that I'm glad in my point of view that he won it because his speech was impactful as all shit, and his backstory I didn't know.
Yeah, I kind of knew he was going to win because he pretty much won every single award this season for that role. Like, so they pretty much predicted that when they found out he was going to be nominated, that he was going to win every award. And it was a really good movie. I actually did get a chance to watch it, and it was just kind of random because it wasn't something I just planned to watch. I said, let me just go ahead and check to see what this is out because everybody keeps talking about it. I said, so let me see, and I said, now I see where the hype is at. And it was a really good movie. And the thing is, that's the type of movie you wouldn't expect to get nominated at these type of shows.
Not at all.
It's not the traditional awards contender.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, I'd be expecting that because they usually nominate and let shows win that have these weird ass names like fried green tomatoes and all that kind of
that's
shit.
A different. But
you gotta have some weird ass name that nobody would ever think of. You know what I'm saying?
But the genres are different. No matter how weird the name is, son, it's the genre, man. That's an action movie. It's it's an action movie with a really cool storyline, but still, it's like. That's like saying
it had a little bit of everything in it.
Like if Bloodsport was nominated back in the day, like you'd be shocked, right?
Yeah, listen. All the committee on the Oscars never even watched the damn movie. They just like the name. Somewhere else with I like that. Let him win. Let him win. Yeah.
All right. So before we get to the other bullshit, let's talk about
some bullshit.
Michelle Yeoh wins Best Actress award for Everything Everywhere All at Once.
And I'm not shocked by that either.
That's the homie.
Was this movie that good? Do I have to watch this?
You watch the movie.
It was not a bad movie.
It wasn't bad at all. But I mean, you know.
When we get to the topic that
I know.
You know.
When we get to this one. Because,
Oh, we're going to talk about Auntie? Got it. Understand.
Yeah. All right. We're all in agreement that we're happy that she won that award.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get to the bullshit. Jamie Lee fucking Curtis.
Don't do that to Jamie Lee Curtis's name. It's not her fault.
Yeah, it really ain't her fault.
It's not her fault. It's not her fault,
son.
I love Jamie Lee Curtis.
All right, Jamie Lee Curtis. I'll give you that respect.
Thank you. I was about to say, come on, man.
I loved you in True Lies.
Yeah, she's been a lot of shit, bro. Come on.
Jamie Lee Curtis has been around for a long time.
She is the self-appointed scream queen.
It's a fact.
Yeah.
Halloween.
She could be self-appointed or whatever the fuck. But she was best supporting actress over our queen.
Oh, hey,
That's a tough one.
All right. We'll start on.
All right. I'm gonna start here.
Okay.
Before I get into the bullshit. Shout out to Jonathan Majors and Michael B. Jordan for doing what they did when they walked on stage.
Oh, damn real.
Definitely.
Shout out for walking up and saying, "Hey, Auntie," the way they did, because that woman deserves her flowers for how she played that role. Yeah. I went back and thought about it, and I said, no offense to any of I love my Marvel actors, most of them, except for Brie Larson. I hate her. Anyway, not different topic. Different topic, different day. But I thought about it, and I was like, even though she's not the main character, and I know you guys are going to come at me for that, in Wakanda Forever, because Shuri is, and the focus is on Shuri and Namor. Right. The way she played that role was probably the best acting I've seen in Marvel, at least the past year. Maybe longer, to be honest with you. How powerful she delivered the performance of Queen Ramonda. That's just my opinion.
No, I can agree with that. Yeah, I think we all agree with that. I think that sometimes we don't understand, like, the real power in acting is knowing that this might be the last time that you're going to be seen on screen in a particular franchise, especially something that's successful as a Black Panther is, and for you to go out there and give it your all. When people are in a franchise and they find out that they're going to die off, they don't care. I don't care. Get them getting the hell out of here. But when true professionalism is going out with a bang, making it so memorable that people were talking like, people was angry that she got killed. Like there was like articles on blogs. People were like, how they kill her off? And
it was quiet. Remember when Black Panther got buried? The quiet.
Yeah,
it was that quiet when she passed away in that fucking
movie.
People were
nobody was saying a fucking word, and all you keep hearing is like deep fucking guy.
Exactly.
Everybody was waiting for her to get up. They were like, no, she's gonna get up.
Dude,
get up.
And I just want to say it's honestly, it is no disrespect to Jamie Lee Curtis. She's been acting for 50 years and this was her first fucking Oscar. It's no disrespect.
Yeah, she definitely
no disrespect at all. She's been doing her thing for years. But to me, Angela Bassett deserved that award for how she played that role.
Exactly. Out of all of the women in that category, Jamie Lee Curtis had the weaker performance.
Yes,
exactly. If you look at all, as a matter of fact, many people were upset that Stephanie Hsu, who her co-star should have won over her. If anyone was going to win for that movie, I don't think anybody would have been upset if she would have won. But they're like Jamie Lee Curtis, and when I look back at it and I was like really examining everything, I said I feel like that was like a legacy award, because remember who Jamie Lee Curtis' parents are. Janet Leigh, who was, that infamous shower scene in Psycho, that's her mother. Her father, Tony Curtis, is also an actor. So Jamie Lee Curtis comes from Hollywood royalty. She didn't really have to work that hard to get to where, she is right now. So I feel like they gave her that award just on that alone. And then I broke down how, when it comes to the Oscars, look at all of the women, all of the Black women who have won Oscars over the years and the type of roles they have been in. It's been a maid, a hoe, a loudmouth, a slave, the crackhead. But when you have a woman, Angela Bassett, who plays the queen of the wealthiest nation in Marvel, and she's literally telling people how she feels because she feels her entire family is gone. That's literally what she's saying. And that powerful speech right there, that was her. First off, her just being a queen was already positive enough. Of a wealthy nation, full of Black people that she's the ruler of, that was like, nah, But I bet you, if she was playing any of those other stereotypical roles, she would win. She would win. And it's crazy because she got nominated back in the 90s for What's Love Got to Do with It.
Yes.
Powerhouse performance as Tina Turner. Same for Lawrence Fishburne as Ike Turner. But she got nominated for that, but she didn't win either. And then you got to look at the body of work that Angela Bassett has done over the years. This woman is strategic with the roles that she picks. As a matter of fact, speaking of Monsters Ball, did you know that she was first in line to play that? But she said, no, I don't want to play that part. And then she actually pulled Halle Berry to the side after she had the nerve to even do the part. She was like, Halle, what are you doing? Do you know what type of part that is? She was mad with Halle Berry for even doing that part. So, yeah, and then on top of that, remember, she was supposed to be Storm as well, which, again, Halle Berry ended up getting. But the reason why Angela turned it down is because she felt like that, like it was nothing really there. It was like the character wasn't there. And when you see it, and when you see it,
but there wasn't.
Exactly.
So she was right. There wasn't.
That's why I said that. That's why I said that Angela Bassett is very intellectual when she picks her part. She doesn't just go for anything. Like you're going to get a performance out of her no matter what role she does, whether she's the villain or not. I don't know if y'all have ever seen her when she was on American Horror Story as Marie Laveau.
Oh, I did.
My goodness.
Yeah, she
should have won a fucking She should have won a Grammy for that.
Yeah, she should. Yeah, I agree. She should have won something for that. She killed that part.
But the problem also is, out of the only two movies I knew out of that whole fucking list that was up there was Everything and Everywhere and Black Panther. And I'm sorry you didn't put Woman King up there because Viola Davis killed that.
Bro, listen, I don't even want to talk about this because at the end of the day, like, listen, we really try. I don't like to ever be a sore loser on a thing, but we also have to face certain truths. There's certain things that this industry is never going to properly encourage, and that's Black people being royalty and it being serious. Because we'll do Coming to America, which don't get me wrong, I completely love and whatnot, but we won't give Viola Davis, who put this movie on her back with her husband and came out of her pocket to make this movie, which was excellent. And they were trying to kill a movie before it even came out. It's so crazy because all of these people, but it's not accurate. Like, when did Hollywood start worrying about being accurate? Like when? Like when did accuracy ever become something that had to happen in Hollywood movies and whatnot? So, at the end of the day, it's definitely not to take anything away from Jamie Lee Curtis. She is one of my favorites for a long time. So, definitely kudos to her and Michelle Yeoh and everybody involved. But there's just always this constant snub of people that deserve. And you can't, listen, I don't know how much this little statue costs or whatever have you, but I know there's money in the budget to give out more than one of these fucking things.
Yeah.
I know there is.
And it's rare that it's a tie. It's very rare that it's ever a tie in any of these categories. That means that it was hard for them to decide on just one. Like and the thing is, if it's a tie, they got to keep going and going and going until they can't go anymore and say, okay, we're just going to concede to it being a tie.
Sure.
Fuck that. You should put. Hey, you motherfucker. First thing I need to know, who's on the goddamn committee for the Oscars?
You can go and look that up.
I was also going to say though, bro, it's not. And I mean, this is I don't disagree with anything that any of you said, but I also think if you look back at history, just Marvel history, they don't really get Oscars. They don't give Marvel movies Oscars. It doesn't matter how big the movie was.
I think Black Panther is the only
Black Panther's the only that
gets the most Oscars, and that's saying a lot. Because it's not the traditional MCU film,
right? Again, and just go back and think, right? So globally, Endgame is the 4th highest grossing film of all time, and Infinity War is 6th. Neither of those movies got fucking Oscars, right? Exactly. Just saying. You know what I mean? They don't really give them out.
I think Infinity War was nominated in visual effects, but it didn't win. But you know what? Even though we are upset because Angela Bassett didn't win, one person for Black Panther did win. Yeah, and we gotta give a shout out to Ruth Carter, the costume designer, for winning Best Costume for the second time in a row. The second, and she's the first Black woman to have 2 Oscars ever. So shout out to her.
Yeah, shout out to her, bro.
We should have won the other one, not the costume design, the other one, the
production.
The whale won it because of the fat suit, and I was kind of upset about that because I was like, okay, we got Meet the Clumps, we already seen a guy in a fat suit. Why the fuck is they winning that when the costume design was 10 times better than Black Panther? But whatever, it's whatever. So
no, wait, that was Best Actor, man. That's different, bro.
Yeah.
No, they won twice. The Whale won 2 Oscars that day.
Yeah,
The Whale won 2 Oscars.
Yeah.
I just wanted to give a shout out to Johnny Fish on the check-in.
Johnny Fish, what
is going on? And Johnny Fish gets it. Leo, drink just because. I agree. Just drink because Johnny Fish said so.
Johnny, I didn't fuck up on the comment corner. All right?
Yeah, but drink just because, you know? I agree.
All right. What if season 2 is supposed to be receiving an official new synopsis? And it should be out sooner than anybody thinks.
Man, fuck it, just release the damn thing, man. I don't want no synopsis. Just give me the goddamn episodes.
Yo, bro, I'm so with wisdom on this shit, bro. Like, who cares about how soon? Just put the shit out so I can watch it.
You know what's so funny?
Synopsis. What if? It's a whole bunch of what if stories.
It's funny that this is the multiverse saga of the MCU because right now it feels like their entire slate is lost in the multiverse.
Yeah.
It's everywhere. Yeah. Like you can't go off of anything anymore. I'm like you. Just release it. Like, you know, just give a date and just put it out there and, you know, we'll watch it. We either like it or we'll hate it.
Yep. Yeah. Every week we have this discussion and I'm going to keep saying it every goddamn week. Secret Invasion, spring 2023. It's fucking mid-March. Where's an update? What if season 2, early 2023? It's mid-fucking-March. Can I get an update, please?
Look, man.
Come on, fam. What are we talking about?
All the way up to you got until the end of June to be early 2023, bro.
Okay, so what? But to your point, we're supposed to get Loki summer 2023.
That means you got July and August. You got July and August somewhere in there,
right? So we're gonna drop What if Secret Invasion and Loki 4 months consecutively? No, Marvel's just not telling us the truth.
They're trying to get people to stay inside. Like, see how last year you and Abel's like, yo, we outside. Like, nah, bro, we need you inside.
Fuck you, Marvel. Hoochie Daddy season starts in May, and that's when my shorts go on. And I'm outside. Fuck you, Marvel. Fuck you, Marvel. I've been watching on my phone on the beach, you bitches.
There you go.
Oh shit! All right. Okay. The producers of the Spider-Verse world of Sony company stated that the animation movie Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse will tell us a deep love story between Gwen Stacy and Miles Morales.
Hey, guess what?
We don't give a
fucking care. Just give me the goddamn movie. Listen. Oh man, listen, people want the movie. We don't need all this extra news shit. Stop dropping all this extra shit. We know we got Spider-Man, we got Miles Morales, we got Gwen Stacy, we got 2099, and a whole bunch of other motherfucking Spiders.
Yep.
Just give me the movie now.
And keep the date locked in June 2nd.
Come on. Exactly. I take off work June 2nd, motherfucker, delay the shit and push it back 2 more months. Now I can't get off work to go see the damn movie.
Sure. I want to be inside on June 2nd. It's going to be like hell down here by that time.
Oh, it sure is. That's going to be the best Marvel movie this year. I'm calling it now.
What?
Across the Spider-Verse.
And I think it's split into 2 parts.
Across the Spider-Verse.
Yeah,
that's going to be the best Marvel movie that comes out this year. Mark my words.
Word?
Mark my words.
That's your word?
That's my word.
You guys got some bold statements.
I'm sorry. Is the Marvels going to compete with it?
Yep.
I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry.
Hold on. You still got Volume 3 that comes out the month before.
Nah. Across the Spider-Verse will be better than Guardians 3.
I just threw that out there. I mean, it's the last one, so you never know.
I don't got much faith in the Guardians. They all gonna die.
They're all gonna die. That's Guardians. You want your Guardians 3 synopsis? Everybody dead. There you go.
Everybody dead.
Everybody dead. That's
Everybody
dead.
All right, so we got a fucking actor for Black Bolt, Anson Mount.
It's the guy who plays.
That's the guy who played him.
Yeah, but no, he's going to be in. He's officially the Black Bolt.
He's the Black Bolt for the MCU.
You should have.
He's good.
And I like it.
He's good.
He's silent, and he acts with his eyes. He's fantastic.
And
he blows up well. He blows up well.
I was gonna say, if he screams into his own mouth, he blows all that up.
And blows up really well too. And one thing's for sure, he will never fuck up his lines.
Exactly.
He will never fuck up his lines.
He's higher in the MCU.
You will never hear that on set with him.
Do you think they audition Black Bolt? They just come in and have him stand there and be like, "Yeah, you're good. All right, continue." There's no line.
Put the suit on him. It looks good. All right, you're hired.
I wonder if they pay him less because he don't speak.
100%, he gets paid nothing.
Also, he just there for volunteer work.
Right.
He just there.
They walked his ass in and was like, "Well, we were looking over what to pay you, and we decided to pay you by the word."
He gets paid like the 12th man on a basketball team.
The mouse pays him $500 per mumble.
He gets 3 years of passes to Disney World.
Oh, Jesus, you guys are fucked up. Stupid. All right. Daredevil
It's a good night. Let's go.
Daredevil born again actor Michael Gandolfini says that he is giddy about the Disney Plus Daredevil reboot. People are going to be really happy to see these characters that we obviously and previously saw on the Netflix special. Full quote. What are you guys thinking?
Should I run this back to some of my other statements?
I look right up at you because I know.
I think y'all all know where I'm going. Yeah, I'm not gonna say it.
Say it when Daisy say it.
You've been here. All right, fine. Come here. Give me my fucking show already. Stop! I don't care. Oh God! Y'all just talk too damn much. People talk too much. They talk too much. I want my show.
And that's it. With all that hype, I hope the show is at least halfway decent. The way that they put it out there, because it's like you can hype something up, and then it's like, what is this mid?
Oof,
whatever.
Lord.
What's up, Chris? Welcome on in.
And remember, this show got 18 episodes?
Yeah.
It's been so long since I watched the show that had a long season like that.
For real, right?
I can't wait to watch 18 20-minute episodes. It's gonna be so much fun.
18
It's like watching fucking anime. It's great.
I'm not doing it. I'm just gonna.
If that first episode is 20 minutes long, I'm telling y'all, I quit Marvel for good.
No,
fuck it, I'm done.
I'm gonna wait until there's an hour worth of episodes, and then I'm gonna watch the.
There's a lot of weight on this show for me. I recently rewatched the scene between Frank Castle and Daredevil in that season 2, where he had him tied up on the billboard. They had that whole conversation about what's right and wrong, and everything about that scene was like, this is what it's about. If they don't give me that, I'm really gonna be pissed off.
Well, he's coming back.
I know he's coming back, and that's the whole point. Like, that interaction with them is like the meat of this all, and you got to do it right. And if he don't curse, I'm gonna be pissed.
See,
Johnny Fish, you're gonna tell me to stop, but you think that Marvel's gonna give us 18 45 to an hour long episodes of Daredevil? You're out of your fucking mind if you think they've done that much filming for this show. You're literally out of your mind if you think they're giving us.
They've been doing a lot of filming.
These episodes will be maximum 30 minutes long. I guarantee it. I guarantee it.
You're killing me, man.
I'm telling you.
You're giving me an aneurysm.
Go back and watch this next year, when this comes out next year. Go back and watch it. I don't want everybody to say you were right, and I wanted to say it. I want y'all to say it in a dirty voice of some kind.
Like I can't knock you, because you do have history of making statements on the show.
That's why I thought.
And they coming through. So
they're never gonna give T'Challa a kid. Y'all don't know what you're talking about. Any of y'all don't know what you're talking about.
Wait, would you tell me you would have pulled out too?
No, what I'm saying is I just
that's what I'm talking about.
Because you're talking about Lupita Nyong'o.
All the way left. That whole comment. Get him. Somebody get him. Somebody get him.
You're talking about my girl Lupita? Don't talk about Lupita.
Wait. Hold the fucking phone. all of y'all were thinking the same thing. Don't put all this shit on me. Don't put this shit on me.
Your man.
Don't put this shit on me. It's Lupita. Okay,
on the island.
Lupita is Spanish. Okay,
the island, son.
Get your man.
35 minutes.
35 minutes.
I hope so.
Man.
I'm
35. No, I don't even want 35. I want 40. I want 40-something minutes, Bree. I want 40-something minute long episodes, bro.
John Berthel being back? Wonderful. Thank you. I love you. I appreciate you, Marvel, for doing something right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Even if they are 35 minutes, that to me that just means that there's no reason why these should not be action-packed.
Agreed.
Like from the time it starts.
Yeah, don't give us a whole bunch of fillers.
Yeah, like,
wait.
Because that's lazy.
There's gonna be some story.
You guys already know that they hired real people who know courtroom scenes to be part of the show, right? To do with the writing. There's going to be courtroom scenes in the show, like She-Hulk, but better. Because She-Hulk was dog shit.
Why you gotta bring her up?
Because she was in the courtroom.
Every time I get the mention on this podcast that She-Hulk was dog shit, I'm going to say it. So just know that, because it's forever running on this show.
All I know is that Daredevil breaks through the fourth wall. I'm turning this shit off.
Trash.
I'm done.
Turn it off.
Trash.
Oh god! All right, let's hit it to something else. Academy Award-winning fucking short round will play a secret agent in the TVA responsible for organizing the core technology and one of Kang's henchmen in the second season of the Marvel series.
Wasn't he in the first season?
Loki.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. Yeah.
So who was the little dude?
Oh, you thinking about the guy in the desk? Nah, it wasn't him.
It wasn't him?
Nah.
Damn. That's my bad, Joe. I ain't mean to classify like that. No, y'all wrong, son.
Don't,
maybe so.
Cancel Wendell. We have nothing to do with that. Cancel him. Got nothing to do with it.
Oh, we have one of those banners too. We have one of those banners too. Don't worry about it.
All right. So, better news. Zack Snyder teases Full Circle Darkseid announcement.
What?
Zack Snyder.
How you do that?
Zack Snyder.
How you do that?
He's okay. So the full article of what I have.
Yeah.
So he's thinking about the Full Circle with Darkseid announcement will be between April 28th and the 30th of this year. So I don't know, since he did Rebel Moon for Amazon. That's over already. He's already finished. He wrapped. That's been wrapped.
Yeah, but my only question is, how do you get to
finish it?
Yeah, like
that's. I don't know if it's going to be animation.
What?
Could be,
but
it could be animation.
How would that be?
Yeah, but how? I mean, I don't understand how he has anything to do with the DC property.
James Gunn. Him and James Gunn's are fucking close. They're still good.
He's DC elsewhere.
Elseworlds?
Elseworlds? He's DC Elseworlds.
We're getting a fucking sing-along for Joker, so...
I'm like, doesn't DC Elsewhere sound like the shit's out back of the building next to the garbage can?
No, right, yeah.
Like, so, DC Elsewhere, like...
So you know Bed Bath & Beyond? That's the Beyond section. The Beyond section of DC. It's the shit that James Gunn goes, I don't really want shit to do with, so I'm just going to throw it over there.
Yeah, it's fucking
Beyond
DC
section.
Elsewhere.
It means it's in the fucking dumpster out back.
Interesting.
It sounds like it's in the back. DC Elsewhere, like they threw the shit out the window.
Here's my problem with that. Is that going to be a story just based on Darkseid and Darkseid alone? Or are there going to be any heroes in there that he's going to fight? And if they are they going to be the heroes I want to see him fight?
Probably. I can answer two of those questions. No, and it'd probably be an origin story for Darkseid.
No.
Then guess what?
Why?
You don't care.
Guess what?
Yo, come on. Nah, truthfully, everybody wants to see an origin story of Darkseid.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Yeah, I'm pretty much origin.
I'm origin out. Yeah, I'm with Chase.
I'm origin out.
Origin out. Like,
can't get the point
right. Like, just get right to it.
I'm with Chase. I want
eye
lasers.
Let's get down to business.
Yeah, not straight. I want to see the motherfucker go 30 miles down the highway and come back and then
I want to see him choke out a Batman. I want to see him pimp slap Wonder Woman. I want to see him ground pound Superman and say, "You are not going to beat me, Kryptonian." I love that type of shit. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see where Darkseid came from. I don't give a shit if his daddy didn't like him and kept him in a corner and told him he'll never amount to shit. I don't care.
Yeah. And get somebody big enough to fill a fucking
and somewhere out there somebody is listening, and you know what? I think that might be a good plot for an origin story. Let me go ahead and just jot that down.
And gave people ideas.
Then the movie comes out and you watch it. Then the movie comes out, you're like, why is he in a corner somewhere? Why is his dad talking to him like
Zack Snyder somewhere catching this podcast. Write that down. Write that down. Write that down. It's good. It's good stuff.
Put him in the corner. I just put corner.
Oh, you're talking about origin stories. Superman Legacy gets his official director. Everybody guess who it is.
Oh, it's the most egotistical man on planet Earth, James Gunn.
James Gunn
is saying, "Okay, I'm gonna do this movie. I'm the director of the fucking franchise. Guess what? I'm putting myself as a director now too."
Hey, listen, when you're in charge, you can do what you want.
Exactly.
That old saying, if you're gonna fuck something up, fuck it up yourself.
Look,
this is gonna be a true challenge. It's gonna be a true challenge for him because everyone's used to seeing him do stuff with Guardians of the Galaxy. We know what kind of tone that is. So this is going to be a complete tone shift for him. So you're going to see, can he actually pull that off? And that'll really determine how talented of a director he is.
Yep. Look.
Yeah, I think that it's I think you're still gonna have to bust this down into teams of people that you have to coordinate, because I just cannot see how you can hope to launch so many movies and have to do that planning and still have to insert yourself into a film of this magnitude and focus. Like it's
This is at least a 5 to 6. This is at least a 5 to 6 month project.
You got a good point there, because you don't see Kevin Feige trying to sit in the director chair. Exactly. He knows his position as the executive producer. He'll just get a call or two, come down to check to see if everything is all right, making sure the budget is good. He handles all the paperwork. Yeah. He doesn't have to be there. So I get exactly what you're saying. That's gonna be a challenge. That's gonna be a lot on his plate.
You ain't seeing Feige all up in the director's chair, all up on the TV screen.
Kevin Feige said, "Look, I'll make a pop-up visit every now and then, but other than that, I will see y'all in a couple of months at the premiere with my theme cap on and my kicks and my jeans, up there looking like I'm supposed to be the Steve Jobs of Marvel."
Kevin Feige,
new suit jacket though.
Kevin Feige is an institution. That dude right there is like, it's him. So I'm good with him. I am going to go on record at 58 minutes and 53 seconds saying I am going to reserve all of my judgment for anything that James Gunn is going to do until he's done it. He may turn this whole shit around, and we may be looking at DC like, about damn time. It's about damn time.
Yeah, I'm going to go on record and say I just don't think this is it.
I mean, look, listen, man. Like, sometimes you got to take control of some shit to make sure shit go right.
But if you're going to take control, then you have to be able to focus. I cannot see him. If Kevin Feige decided to do this, I would more so be on his end, because he's already up. Mm-hmm. You're on a sinking ship, and now you want to go fishing. Like,
no, I don't think so, bro.
This motherfucker's he's on the Titanic, and this
I think he's taking a position like, look, man, this shit about to crash. I'm the only motherfucker that can probably straighten this bitch out. So I'm gonna take the wheel, and I'm gonna try and steer us away. Now he can either steer away from the fucking rocks, or
but Wendell, you want to talk about a hard fuck a double down? He's tripling down. This is the first movie of his universe. if it bombs,
that's the gamble.
Nobody will watch anything else that comes out after.
Yeah, because it has to be consistent.
They got choices to make, bro.
It has to be consistent too. Like it's like he can have, like, say Superman Legacy is like a huge film. It does extremely well.
Mm-hmm.
What's your follow up? That's why they always say, like, when it comes to music and stuff like that, they say your first album was good, but they always say it's that sophomore curse, because sometimes that second album does not do well. So it's the same thing with him. So yeah, that Superman Legacy movie can be phenomenal, but is the next movie going to be on the same place or exceed it, or is it going to fall below it?
I mean, that's where he'll have to step up and do his business. Like, look, this is the blueprint. You need to follow whoever he has that directs the next thing. Is like, this is where we're going, and if you're not taking this tone, I can't mess with you.
Don't turn it. Listen, don't turn into the Tyler Perry of DC, where you are the writer, the director, the producer, you're starring in. Yeah, don't do that.
Well, listen.
Before you know it, you're gonna have Medea in one of them things.
Yeah,
Hallelujah.
Think about what you're saying.
Hallelujah.
You're literally saying that, listen, there's nobody else that can do this project besides me. So God forbid this thing knocks it completely out of the atmosphere. Now who are you going to hand? Who are you going to hand all the other projects on?
Exactly.
You just told the whole world that nobody can do this better than you.
All right. Hold on. But we also got to remember he has a partner.
Mm-hmm.
He's not doing this whole DC thing by himself. Steve Saffron.
His partner hasn't said a word since he got the job.
But you got to remember. Wait.
Not one word.
You got to remember. We got Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. Who is more important to the Marvel universe?
Okay,
that's different.
I mean,
come on.
That's different.
Stan Lee is the face. You got the face. You got to be out there. You got to promote. You got to do this. You got to do that. But you got Jack Kirby in the motherfucking back.
Yep.
That's different.
Like, I mean,
you can give me the idea, like I can say, like I heard somebody say before.
Shout out to
Nate Melendez.
Like I heard somebody say before, you can be the person that gives me the idea, but motherfucker, you can't draw feet.
Yeah, listen, there's an executor, and then there's the idea man. So, however it works out, it works out. Mm-hmm. Listen, it's the biggest gamble that he's going to take with his career here at DC. We're gonna see how it pans out. I'm anxious to see it. I'm interested. I want to see how it goes.
Yeah, listen, just softly pack this shit, bro. That's where I'm at. Just softly pack this shit, bro. Listen, and I don't get me wrong. I think James Gunn could do a very good job, but I do not think that it is possible for you to run a company that is literally trying to fight back in a multi-billion-dollar industry where you guys have not hit anything out of the park, and for you to step out of that role and now go down into the creative space, like who's running this up here while you're down here?
His partner is. James Gunn has always been in the creative space. He is a director. That's what he does. That's his original job. His original job is to direct movies. So for him to go down there and say direct, I think he's stepping out of the space that he's the most uncomfortable in, and is like, I need to get back behind the lens. I'll produce and I will direct, and that's where I can be the most helpful to DC right now.
Steve Saffron take care of
and let Saffron deal with the logistics and the money.
Okay, if that's the case, then you should have just let the partner be the president. He should have just created every fucking thing on the platform.
Well, my guy, come on, son. It's all about the bag right now, son. Come on, everybody trying to get the bag.
It's just partner. They just split the bag. They're not splitting the bag now. They're not splitting the bag now.
I mean, well, that's right, but you get a lot left. A lot left in that bag if you just directing.
Oh, listen, if me and you taking over DC and we split in the bag and it don't matter who's in what position and I'm a creative, why would I want to be in the administrative position? You do that, let me create.
Johnny Fish says, I think this was a little bit earlier, but he said, yeah, he has his brother and his wife. Nate, wait. I think Nate Melendez has a valid point here. He himself has not written and directed a $1 billion movie. Accurate.
Right, okay.
Said, I don't see it for a Superman movie. Plus, all we're going to do is compare it to Man of Steel.
Well, we compare everything to everything. It don't matter. That's what it is.
He made me have to literally look at that comment about that, not him writing and directing a $1 billion movie.
I mean,
hasn't.
Yeah, even with him doing them Guardians movies, and he has 3 of those, and not one of them hit $1 billion. I mean, maybe we can't judge it on this third one. This third one might be the one. I don't, because it's his last one. So
let me ask this: how much money did Iron Man make?
I honestly don't.
The first one?
You want me to go look?
Yeah, the first one.
It wasn't $1 billion.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what it made. The question I really want to ask is, how much faith do you have in Jon Favreau? Just because his movie didn't make a bill, are you downplaying Jon Favreau's ability to direct a movie?
Nah. Hell no.
A superhero movie, I should say. I mean, even though he's done other shit too that I love.
Is Jon Favreau running the company too?
Jon Favreau is about to be running a company.
No. Is he running the company while he's doing the movie?
No, he's not.
Okay, so we're not talking about the same.
But still, if it's a 2-man job,
they're gonna look to James Gunn to try to make $1 billion film over there, because they only have 2, Aquaman and Joker.
They're gonna try.
And this is a Superman movie, so they're gonna really try to.
They have to
it.
really try.
It's going to have Superman in the title. It's not going to be one of his monikers like Man of Steel. So that's going to stand out.
Jon Favreau has built his rep. James Gunn material has been steady.
Have you seen Guardians of the Galaxy 2, Dave?
I thought you liked Guardians too. Am I remembering you liked Guardians?
What the fuck?
Oh, because I hated that movie.
That changed quick.
I hated that movie. To be honest with you,
I want to catch a ball of. It's always a daddy issue. I want to catch a ball of energy with my dad.
I think Wonder Woman did like a little under 900.
Wonder Woman did, yeah.
I think it did a little under 900.
Yeah, it came close.
I just looked at Guardians. Guardians actually did almost 8.
Yeah,
the first one.
The first one.
Yeah.
The second one did worse.
All right. So let's move on. Let's talk about the bag. Ryan Reynolds.
Let's talk about Ryan Reynolds right now.
Ryan Reynolds sold his Mint Mobile to be acquired by T-Mobile for $1.35 billion.
Wait, I'm sorry. What did he sell?
That's right.
He has a mobile service.
Oh, that Mint Mobile? He sold that for that much money?
To T-Mobile.
To $1.3 billion.
$1.3 billion.
Okay, but he walks away with 357.
Yeah, he got part.
He doesn't walk away with the whole.
He got part.
Not the whole bag.
Yeah, but
listen, not that I'm sneezing at $357 million.
Yeah, shit. Give me that.
I mean, look, between that, he sold Aviation Gin, right? So he had to split that bag with some partners too. Like, Deadpool is making moves, bro.
And he owns a soccer team. And that show is hot.
And he's part owner of a soccer team. Like what?
And that show is hot.
God damn it.
Listen, I am not mad at that.
I ain't mad at that man.
It is what it is.
Let me tell you something, bro. Van Wilder has come a long way.
And you know what? I'm not even mad at Ryan Reynolds for that, because he is securing his future on the back end. Because he won't be acting forever. So he's like, listen, I got to have something that's going to keep me going forward after acting is done. Just in case I don't do it when I got one foot in the grave.
Yeah. And he also has no production.
Blake in the background, like, you getting me another baby? Let's go.
Oh shit! All right, Beetlejuice 2 is in the works with the GOAT, Michael Keaton, and Jenna Ortega.
Yeah.
I was getting ready to say that she was going to be in it.
Wait, what the fuck? Why? Yo, don't tell me y'all motherfuckers that hate Beetlejuice. Don't even say that.
Let me say something. I loved Beetlejuice back in like '88. I did. I truly love Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice was great. We in 23 right now, son. Like,
it's been a little while. Just
exactly.
Are you possibly going to tell me that I'm going to give a crap about?
The man had a cartoon, bro.
That's nice and all, but
it's on Tubi. I can just turn on Tubi.
It's on Tubi.
It's on Tubi.
Look, this is where I'm gonna go way back in the time in our earlier episodes, and I told y'all Hollywood needs to start taking drugs again.
It's a solid take.
When did they stop? That's the question.
No, they definitely stopped. That's why we get all of these remakes, all of these reruns of these old movies that have come out and were great. You do it again and you screw it all up. I just stop. Leave my Beetlejuice alone, bro.
We do say that a lot. Leave the childhood alone. Leave the old movies alone.
God,
man.
damn it,
fucking with my childhood.
Damn it, man.
Michael Keaton's gonna be in it.
Yeah, I know. It's great.
And make no mistake,
What are they gonna do?
Find the people responsible for what they did to the banana splits. I haven't forgotten about you. I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna find you.
Such a random beef.
I'm gonna find
Random beef.
you. I'm gonna find you.
You got beef. You got.
Oh,
What's
I got
coming out in 2025? Mr. Mom 2?
Hell yes.
Kenny's
the dad now. Like, get out of here. I don't care. Shit,
all right, we got a little bit more Marvel. We got a little bit more Marvel news. All right, this is gonna be everybody's gonna say the same thing. Avengers: Secret Wars writer Michael Waldron.
Drake.
Also,
sorry.
That's right.
You hesitated, but it's all right.
Who also wrote Loki and Multiverse of Madness has reportedly renewed his overall deal with Marvel Studios.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like he's going to be doing the news. Doctor Strange movie.
Oh, okay. There you go, baby. What's the next bit of news?
all right. We got to pay some respects now. Mr. Lawrence Fishburne had a comment about Marvel. Is it positive or negative? The man says he shares the love for the MCU. He loves the MCU as much as I would love to be in it. I'm happy to being a fan. Full quote.
Okay.
All right, fantastic.
That's fair enough.
Okay, cool.
In other words, wake up. He needs a spot. We need to put Lawrence Fishburne in the fucking movie.
We can bring him back.
You talk about a motherfucker who deserves an Oscar. He deserved the Oscar since fucking King of New York and Deep Cover.
Hey, listen,
those two movies right there deserve a fucking Oscar.
They weren't giving out Oscars for playing bad guys yet.
Yeah, they hadn't. Yeah.
That's not happening yet. That's Denzel Washington Training Day.
So I want to bring up Nate Melendez's comment to pop back from before because I also want to say something about 80s and 90s.
Right.
The thing about remakes from the 80s and 90s is that the jokes would be canceled today. So all remakes seem soft. 100% accurate.
Facts.
And the reason why what I remembered because I posted something about it today. I just want to say something. I don't know if any of y'all watch wrestling.
Don't get canceled.
Happy 316 Day. It's Austin 316 Day because that is when wrestling was fucking
the Attitude Era.
That was when wrestling was GOAT. And Stone Cold Steve Austin is the fucking GOAT. And
that whole era is elite.
You
cannot tell me nothing about that whole era. I said the kids today do not understand what they missed.
Half the shit that was done then in wrestling can't even make it on TV now. It's how fucking ridiculous it was.
No.
It would get canceled immediately.
Kiss my ass.
Listen, Steve Austin driving a whole Budweiser truck into the arena and tossing out beers to the crowd. You're not seeing that today.
It's the greatest thing ever. I was literally watching old clips today when he's like, I had 1 beer, 2 beers, 3 beers. So I'm like, this guy, he's catching beers, chugging. I'm like, this is the greatest shit I ever watched. My childhood was awesome.
Damn right. I'm with you. Your childhood was my adolescence. It's all
rock slapping Vince McMahon.
All right, so we got some dates in Marvel now. Thunderbolts will start June 16th and will be shown on July 26th, 2024. I'm sorry, but I gotta report this shit. Sorry.
Next.
Give me my fucking dates when I can watch the stuff.
He almost broke the soundboard with that one.
Oh my god! All right, Ben Affleck says he will never direct a DC movie for James Gunn.
And we will never ask you, Ben, not ever.
I'm gonna keep playing the sound, Leo. If you keep hitting this, I'm gonna keep playing it.
Yo, and also what he said. He said today. He said in the Flash movie, he finally understands Batman and knows how to play him now.
Oh, okay, great. Guess what? Ben Affleck?
Yeah. Well, guess what? I won't be able to see it because I'm not going to watch it. So if it is good, I won't know. I mean, that's a movie. I would be glad someone spoils it for me because I don't care.
Oh, Taurean, speaking of things that we're going to see, are you going to go see the next Flash movie? I want your answer now. It's going to determine if I boot you out of the room. Just so you know.
Nah, I'm not going to see the next Flash movie.
That's my guy right there.
And we saying next Flash movie like there was a first Flash movie, so I'm not going to see the first Flash movie.
This is so true.
Oh shit!
Oh my god! All right. So after
Abel's here. He said also Spider-Man No Way Home is a better movie than Wakanda. Okay, back to dinner. Bye. He just wanted to fuck with you.
Wait, he just wanted to. He's both Wakanda.
Wakananda.
I didn't see Wakananda. Who was in it?
He's definitely.
Yeah, who was in Wakananda?
Who was in it?
It sounds like a Dominican bodega. What the fuck are you talking about?
That's where they found Hulk, bro.
Wakananda. Ain't that club in Brooklyn?
You Wakanada.
All right. So we had a little bit of fan news and fan art that came out today that Chase put in our group chat.
Yeah.
About Moon Knight season 2.
Ooh.
Good news.
So, fan art shows obviously Moon Knight, obviously Scarlet Scarab, obviously Khonshu, and obviously the big face in the poster is Rama Tut.
But it's fan art.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah.
Oh, and I know exactly. I follow their account. Listen, they are my inspiration,
bro.
Yeah. This is so good.
So my question is: are we officially getting Rama Tut in?
I don't know.
It fits.
I don't know, but I'd be down,
bro.
It looks right.
It would fit the whole Egyptian thing.
But I'm just not going to care about it. The fan art is great. It's fantastic looking. Cool. It looked really good, but I don't give a crap about it because if it's not official, then I'm not sitting here going to get myself all geeked up over this fact, and I don't even see Rama Tut. No, thank you. No, thank you.
You need to grow up, Wendell.
No, never.
No, never.
Okay, I'm not gonna bring up when is the Loki season going to start because I already know what I'm gonna get if I bring it up.
Yes,
you will.
Go ahead.
All right, Loki season 2, which has a release date window from summer 2023 and coming soon.
Summer 2023 is not a date.
It's We got 3 months. We got 4 months, man.
Like August 30th and shit.
All right. Also, better news. Keanu Reeves and John Wick 4 director are done for the moment with the franchise. So 4 will be the last movie of John Wick for a minute.
That makes me sad.
It does make me sad, but I'm also very much okay with that.
Yeah, it's
because the further you go is the more I'll be like, what?
Yeah, like what are you doing?
I want to enjoy the story of this, and if 4 is where we're at, I'm good.
I can't wait to see. I already got my tickets, so I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, I definitely gotta go see it. But you don't want to see fucking The Rock pick up a submarine?
What Rock? No,
the missile in the ice. And throw it back to the sub. You don't want to see that.
There's no Rock.
Do I want to see the Rock play the same role he plays in every movie they ever cast him in? No, I'm good.
Muscle-bound superhero in the mobile world? Sure.
You don't want to see The Rock pull down a fucking F-16 fighter jet with a fucking chain?
No.
You don't want to see that?
No.
You want to see bullets bounce off of his neck?
No.
Oh god. Okay.
Next.
So, all right.
How much news do you have left?
Yeah, like seriously,
a lot of news.
We've been doing news for a minute, bro.
All right. Guillermo del Toro is making Frankenstein movie with Andrew Garfield.
All right.
Why are we making Frankenstein again?
Like, who gives a crap?
Well, like, no, really, though, why?
No, but no. Listen, I just want to be in the room with the people that make these fucking decisions.
There are no more drugs in Hollywood. They are all woke. They need to start doing the coke and the acid and just come up with some great shit.
Because I'm like, who was like, oh shit, that's a great idea.
I need the drugs. Somebody at some point in time said, yo, we should have a dude run around in rural Texas with a chainsaw. And he wears a mask that's like leather. But it's like he sewed it together. And it's going to, I think that shit would be crazy scary, right?
You've been too much in Texas, bro.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying, Texas Chainsaw Massacre is a fucking masterpiece, but you had to be high as shit to think of such a fucking concept.
Or think of the concept when they did The Exorcist. Like, can you imagine the amount of meth and coke they would
make the little girl's head like that spin around, and she vomits
green stuff out of her mouth, and she levitates off of the bed.
Dogs, you gotta be high.
And they was probably sitting in that writing room said, "Ain't nobody gonna check this movie out." It was like 5 minutes later, biggest horror movie ever. Yeah, winning awards like crazy.
Taurean gets it. He gets it. Taurean gets it.
I want to bring up 2 of Nate's comments, and I forgot that I promised him that we were going to talk about something that he said to me.
Last week.
Yes,
was that in the next bit? That's the last bit of the news.
Okay, cool. One thing about the MCU I dislike right now is how Kang Dynasty talk and Secret Wars talk like oh, this person's writing it, so does that mean it's a whole 2 phases before it's written? Agreed. Like, we have 2 phases to fill. Those movies are the end of phase 6, and we are at the beginning of phase 5. So we have so many things to lead up to them. So is everything else done and written?
No, nothing's done. Nothing's done.
Nah. Me and Marvel's always 10 steps ahead, bro. Marvel's playing.
You think so?
Yes, some stuff isn't even shot yet.
Blade even got like 4
pages. Blade doesn't have a script.
Blade even got 4 pages done. So, you know.
Okay, how happy were you guys How happy were you guys when you knew that freaking Iron Man 1 tied into fucking Endgame? Did any of you guys see that coming?
I hoped it. I mean, I didn't know if they would do it, but I listen. If you read comics at the end of the day, you automatically are hoping that these stories like link together.
But the thing, at the time, you got your thing like when they did the first Iron Man movie, that was like a gamble because like they didn't have a universe yet. It was still under Marvel. It wasn't even Marvel Studios yet. Mm-hmm. So that like they had to hope that was successful because if Iron Man failed, we wouldn't be talking about this right now.
None of it. Not a thing.
Thank you, John Favreau. We still would be talking about it. The thing is, we will still be talking about it because Iron Man wasn't the franchise to save Marvel. It was the Blade.
Oh, facts.
But
and you got to listen. You got to keep reminding. You got to keep reminding people of that because some people don't lose their way and think it's Spider-Man. No, I said it is Blade, the Daywalker.
Them is Blade.
They
sold Spider-Man when they went bankrupt. When they was going bankrupt, they sold Spider-Man for pennies on the dollar. All right, like a crackhead.
They sold him. All his enemies and all the counterparts to him, like it was a crackhead. Like it was a crackhead.
Like I'll give you Spider-Man, and you have all the bad guys. Just give me a little bit of money. Give me a little bit of money.
$5.
Huh? Give me $5.
Give me $5.
You can have them for $250. Just give me right now.
So the thing that we were talking about, okay, the theory that's going out in the Marvel geek world of the internets and the interwebs is that
they brought this up, yeah.
The interwebs is that we have Captain America going back. Obviously, going back to replace the Infinity Stones, right?
Mm-hmm. And he took the hammer with him. Thor's hammer with him.
In Kang, in the Ant-Man movie, the last Ant-Man movie, when Kang tells Ant-Man, "Are you the one with the hammer?"
Right.
So people are saying that he killed Steve Rogers.
Okay.
And he thought that Ant-Man was Steve Rogers.
So help me understand something.
Help
me understand something. So what you're telling me is that Kang killed the time-traveling Steve Rogers Captain America. Is that what the thought process is?
That's what the thought process is.
Somebody explain to me then who the fuck was that old scraggly bastard at the end of freaking Endgame gave Sam the shield?
Okay, wait. Here's what I said though, right? Because that's where all this. I actually said that in response to Nate. I said, okay, so then how did we get Steve back at the end of Endgame, right? The old guy. Mm-hmm. So I guess the theory would be that when Kang fought him, timelines split again. Old Cap went back. Old Cap, whatever, got killed by Kang. So this is the problem with time traveling.
That wouldn't make sense.
No, stop. This is the problem with time traveling because you can have 10,000 versions of the same fucking character over and over again, splitting timelines. Right. Steve was traveling to multiple positions in the multiverse throughout history. There's no reason why Steve couldn't get stuck in one.
But you know how it could end that whole argument? He could have returned the Soul Stone.
Well, we don't know. We don't. He's right. He's right. But again,
my question would be, how the hell does this old man Steve know what the time traveling Steve was doing?
Because maybe that's one version of the Steve that got sent back, but there's multiple versions of the Steve. We don't fucking know because the multiverse and time traveling is all fucking over the place. There's theories out there that Ultimate Iron Man is still coming back, and it's RDJ.
That's
so no character's ever dead.
But that's on a different line. You're talking about one person in this universe, right? Who was frozen, thawed out.
Wait. Look at read Nate's comment. Hence why the shield is different. It's a different Steve.
Okay, it could be, yes.
My point.
Granted, I'm not saying that it could be a different Steve, but not a different Steve entirely.
Wait.
Okay, but we missed
the shield is different.
The shield is different.
Okay, but we missing one point here. We're missing one point for me. I think what we're saying makes sense, except for the fact that if Captain America had Thor's hammer and he dies, the hammer still would have returned to Thor. And do we not think that Thor, at whatever point this is, would not have realized that Mjolnir has returned to him, and it was with Captain America?
Oh no! Can Mjolnir travel through time?
No, yes. Do you not remember Thor calling Mjolnir from across galaxies? Absolutely can travel through time.
But you know why the shield is different? Is because what's his face? Iron Man fixed it in Civil War. Remember when Civil War? Remember when Iron Man took the shield from Cap? He was like, "No, give me that. My father gave you that." And then he gave it back. And then he gave it back to him back in Endgame.
But it doesn't tell me about Kang killing Steve. So I don't know. There could be other universes where.
I'm sorry.
Kang, where Steve has Mjolnir, and he killed one of those.
Because maybe you can remind me. At what point did Kang actually say that he killed Captain America?
No, he didn't. He said, "Are you the one with the hammer?"
Right, but he didn't say that he killed the one with the hammer.
He asked the question, "Have I killed you before?"
He said, "Have I killed you before?"
Are you the one with the hammer?
They didn't say he killed the one with the hammer.
Yeah,
but it was implied.
That's the implication.
It's the implication, but that doesn't mean that's what he's saying.
I mean, that's a thing.
I mean, you can argue that, but that's
what he was saying.
That's a strong word. Like, haven't I killed you before?
We're implying that because he asked about the hammer, that we're saying that he killed the one with the hammer.
That's how he.
And then you also got to think. And then you also got to think too, because we don't know which version of Thor Kang probably saw. Because remember, Thor also had what's it? Stormbreaker. Stormbreaker is not a hammer.
Nope.
So if he could be referring to also, Steve Rogers, because he was the last one to hold Mjolnir. And also remember too,
a possibility.
Jane Foster had Mjolnir in Love and Thunder. But we know he ain't talking about her because he knows that was a woman.
I know you're a guest. We don't mention that movie here, just so you know. We do not mention that movie on this platform.
Yeah, please don't.
It's all right. I'm sorry.
Old Steve is different. That's why he didn't tell Sam about his life. This is all not. I mean, it's not the craziest theory ever.
This is the greatest speculation.
It's the greatest speculation ever.
I just don't. It just has way too many holes. Like, how did he know to be there at that time? How did he know that they were all there? Like, to show, I'm just gonna sit here and wait because, well,
right, exactly. We might as well listen. We gonna have to wait to 2030 when Secret Wars come out.
I guess so.
And then all of these answers will be,
maybe answered.
Be related to us.
And in fairness, it would not shock me in the slightest if Kang the Conqueror defeated pancake flipping, obsessed with making out with his old hammer Thor from the MCU because he's a fucking pussy. So I said it. I don't care. He's my favorite character, but he's a pussy.
Wow.
I'm sorry. It is what it is. Wow. He barely beat a guy who was a creepy guy giving kids ice cream out of a fucking thing in a cage. Come on, man. That's not my Thor. Not my Thor. Not
everybody
my
in
Thor.
everybody in the chat. Everybody in the chat, give Aaron hugs for the loss of his guy.
Thor. Not
everybody give Aaron
Thor.
some hugs, man. I feel your pain, bro. I feel your pain.
Remember the guy that dropped down from the fucking sky and said, "Bring me Thanos"? My Thor. Not the one flipping pancakes.
I'll agree with you. That was like the best version of Thor.
That was the best.
That was the best Thor we saw in the MCU ever. And somehow he got turned into a pancake.
When I saw that,
where did we go?
For the first time when I saw Infinity War, everybody lost it because that was the Thor everybody has been wanting to see.
Yes,
like, finally. And it's like, why didn't y'all just continue going with that with Endgame? I'm like y'all knocked one more out the park, but y'all had to make him fat.
That's my fucking guy. Bring me Thanos through his axe, killed
Stormbreaker was people. Just killing niggas.
Yeah, that's the
I was like,
guy.
damn.
That's what happens when you fuck around with Chicago.
Yeah.
And
also, to John's point,
it's right. Not my Hulk either.
Well, but it's Dominican Hulk, so he gets a pass. You know what
I mean? leave my Hulk alone.
Nate, I will not respect pan flaps under any circumstances. No, not my Thor. Never.
All right, so that does it for the dirty news. That was a fucking segment.
That was long. Jesus Christ,
that was really long.
All right, we got 2 more segments to go. So the next thing we're going to talk about is Mando, episode 3.
I'm going to leave it to you guys on Mando. Enjoy.
This is the way. Yes. Where's Abel at in his punk ass?
Abel's ass is fucking eating dinner.
Right.
Fucking being whatever. All right, so I'll fuck it. I'll start it off.
Sure.
Mando 3.
Mm-hmm.
So solid.
You thought so?
Solid.
Did you think so?
Solid, bro.
All right, let me tell you something. I'll tell you right now. I love the show. I do.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to see Mando.
Mm.
Okay? That's why I'm here. I'm here for that guy.
Yeah.
I don't give a damn about the stupid scientist and the stupid chick who set him up, who, oh my God, spoiler alert, still working with Moff Gideon. I don't give a crap about all of that. Just bring me Moff back, because you know I love Giancarlo Esposito. That's my dude. Just bring him back and give me more Mando shit to deal with.
Yeah, this was definitely a filler episode, like hands down. And the thing is, I wasn't expecting them to do a filler this early.
Oh my God.
Usually that happens like mid-season. I'm expecting that maybe like episode 5. They popped it up in episode 3. I'm gonna be honest. This episode did not keep my attention at all. Literally, like when I watch this show, I'm locked in. Like I will be watching it in with no interruptions. I'll put my phone on airplane mode and everything. This one, like once you didn't see Mando anymore, I'm like maybe they just cut through to something else a little bit extra because they're showing Coruscant. I was like, oh, they got a Coruscant segment here. Mm-hmm. I didn't expect the whole episode to stay right there. By the time after about 5 minutes on that part, I pulled my phone out and started doing this and going back and forth at the screen. That's literally what I started to do.
I started doing
I completely tuned this, but when Mando came back in at the end, I put my phone down and was locked back in.
The thing is, you have to realize, okay, they're showing the story of how the clones started.
Huh?
We basically, that's what he was. The scientist that was there was making clones.
So what? The Clone Wars is over. Death Star 2 has been destroyed. We're in the New Republic.
but they want to start it back up again.
I don't care. Bring me the mythosaur following, fucking helmet wearing, jetpack flying Mandalorians. It doesn't even have to be Mando. Give me a story with just the freaking the other Mandalorians. I don't care. Let me see Paz Vizsla doing some shit.
Let me tell you what a good filler episode is for the Mandalorian.
Dogs.
Season 2, episode 6, titled Ahsoka. That was a good filler episode.
My guy.
That was a good filler episode.
My guy.
You get a lot of the context of, okay, this is the way, this is the religion, and how they gained, and why she went back to the Mando, and how they accepted her back. That's a big part of the story.
Yeah, I know. I get it.
Yeah, but
you could have gave me that in the beginning of the episode. It showed me more Mando shit.
You just want to see Mando that jetpack, don't you?
I just want to see Mando. That's who I'm in for. I'm in this.
Yeah, the show is called The Mandalorian.
The Mandalorian, not The Mandalorian sometimes.
But if you get if you get Moff Gideon coming back and you get a sight of him next episode, you won't be mad though.
I want him to fight Mando. Mando got my sword. I want my shit back.
Mando don't even know how to use the fucking sword.
Of course he don't.
You
You
really
saw how
don't.
my girl. You saw how my girl was whipping ass with that.
Yeah, she's going crazy with that dark saber.
Aaron, give me a passion alert. When she was
Katie Sackhoff, let me tell you something about that chick.
Thank you very much, sir.
Tell you something about
when she was whooping those guys' ass in episode 2, it was the best using of a lightsaber that I've seen in a show ever. Because the way she was using the lightsaber
it's a dark saber. That's not a lightsaber.
The dark saber. Sorry.
Okay, thank
you. The way she was using the dark saber was perfect.
This is the way.
And it's just one hit of wonder. So,
and I think it's also the fact that too, because it's not like she's a Jedi or anything like that. She's a Mandalorian herself using this. So I think that was also interesting too.
The only people that can actually beat a Jedi is a Sith and a fucking Mandalorian.
Using the saber.
And Boba Fett almost killed fucking what's-his-face.
Oh God, please don't bring up
almost
that
don't
show.
get it done, bro. Almost ain't getting it done, bro. That's like saying you almost won a championship. That ain't getting it done, bro.
That show only was good with their fillers.
That show and their fillers was the Mandalorian.
That's it. And I think wasn't Luke in there too? What did they put Luke in there too? See, there you go.
Look at here. No, Luke showed up in Mando season 2.
Yeah.
No, but he also had a
they did have
filler episode of Boba Fett
they did have
with Grogu when he was showing his training. So that was their best part of that show. I said, don't bring back the Diary of Boba Fett. Close that book.
Yeah, close that forever.
Why? Why are you gonna close Boba?
Because, bro, that was whack.
That show was horrible.
That wasn't good. It only got good when Mando showed up,
and
then everything else happened
Grogu, and that's
towards the end. That was it. Without Mando in the show, I probably would have stopped watching it.
All right, I got a question for you. What would be Grogu's first words? Come on, hit me.
Whatever Mando's real name is.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
You gonna try to pronounce his real name?
That's been a hot topic on the fucking interwebs.
I think that would make the most sense. He's gonna try to pronounce his first name, his real name.
Whatever he fucking wants to eat. That's gonna be
hungry ass.
Well, that
shit. All right, so let's wrap this up because
this is pretty quick.
It was a pretty fucking quick episode. But
it wasn't. It dragged.
I gotta mention the fucking the fighter jets. I forgot the name of the fucking
TIE fighters.
TIE Interceptors.
TIE fighters.
Those are TIE Interceptors. It's different.
The Interceptors and that whole scene when they were about the air fight. That was fucking dope as shit. I loved it.
That was hot. I liked it. I'm always good for a good dog fight.
All right,
but the episode as a whole was meh.
Yeah, it was.
It's my man Aaron.
Very mid.
What you got, Chase?
No, I'm just saying, like, as a whole, like, we said this in the beginning. Disney Plus is trying to make it so that you watch this and watch nothing else. The problem with that is that they're making these middle of the road shows. They're supposed to be completely family oriented, which is a conflict of interest because some of these shows are supposed to be a lot more grittier than they are. So I've at this point definitely tapered down my expectation for a lot of these shows because you're simply just not going to get what you want and definitely not at the quantity and quality that you want. Yeah. Mandalorian is basically a military show. It's guerrilla warfare with metal on it. They're supposed to get it in.
Nah, I gotta kind of disagree. It's Mandalorian, but all in all, it's still Star Wars. So Star Wars has a certain to it. So I don't expect it. I don't expect it to be gritty. Like Punisher, I expect to be gritty. Daredevil, gritty. Blade, bloody. Star Wars, not so much. Not so much. I want some action. I want some laser shots. I want to see some good shit happening back and forth with some fantasy swords and stuff like that. But I don't think it needs. I don't think there's a gritty side to Star Wars.
Like this is supposed to be fucking G.I. Joe in space, bro. Like this is like these. Listen, these dudes have every weapon known to man. They've got a dark saber. They got all of this shit. This not supposed to be no. Especially once you get back to the point where you're back at Mandalorian civilization, Mandalorian headquarters, where there's nothing but Mandalorians. Everybody don't get along. When was the last time you saw a movie about soldiers and everybody got the fuck along? It doesn't happen. I've been in the military. I'm telling you, there's going to be plenty of fighting. Everybody wants the opportunity.
I mean, look. Keep your eye on Paz Vizsla. Paz Vizsla is not happy that Bo-Katan is back and she has been redeemed after she has been like a helmetless, sexy redheaded goddess of Mandalorian lore. But he's not happy. So you'll get your angry Mandalorian infighting soon enough. But it's not gritty. They're gonna fight.
One of the grittiest things I think I've ever seen in Star Wars was in episode 2 when Mace Windu cut off Jango Fett's head. That was crazy. Like he just and that was it. Like it was nothing.
Dude lost his head. Luke lost a hand. Anakin lost a hand.
Count Dooku lost his head.
Dooku lost his head. That's about as far as this is going to go.
Anakin lost his arm, leg, and got set on fire.
He got burnt up. He got torched. Yeah. That boy got torched.
Yeah, but you also have
Molly, you in danger, girl.
But you also have what's the face getting a fucking saber through her chest too.
Who?
In the dark Obi-Wan story. She took a lightsaber.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she did. Yeah, she did. Anakin force choke Padme while she was pregnant.
His wife. Yeah, so the darkest thing you're ever gonna see is when Darth Vader's on screen. That's about where it gets the darkest.
Yeah. My man was choking people in the village just for the hell of it.
And after that, it's
when he went to the Jedi temple and killed all the younglings.
Ooh, yeah. Lord.
So Star Wars has this pretty good.
Oh shit. All right, so let's wrap this up. This is a quick one. All right, so that does it for the episode 3. So
please don't do another episode like this.
No, please don't. I just hope there is no more coming like that.
All right, James, what you got for the next one?
I don't know, bro. Like I said,
gratuitous violence.
I've at this point tapered down my expectation for these shows. I know I'm probably going to get maximum 5 minutes of something that I'm really looking for. The rest of it is telling these stories and these soft romances and all that. So it just is what it is. I get it.
All right, man in the chair. We need you back, brother.
Hello.
Welcome back, sir.
All right, you can bring in this next topic, bro.
Let's talk about the show of the year.
Let's talk about something
in January.
I'm sorry.
The Last of Us.
I got to step out. I haven't watched the show yet.
Okay.
Wow. Listen, I'm busy. I got work to do. All right. I gotta get my paper. All right. I'm trying to get my bag.
All right. Don't say
Pedro.
So I'm trying to be like Daddy, baby. Trust me, Daddy.
That's right. All right. So The Last of Us, the finale happened. Season 1 is over. Yep. I want to know I got 3 non-gamers. Well, I don't know if any of y'all really do game like that, but 3 people who haven't played the game. I want your perspective on the finale, the season as a whole, and then I will give mine. So So I will let any of y'all take the floor first.
Well, first off, shout out to you, Aaron, for doing that gameplay, guiding us through every episode so we can do a compare and contrast of the show. And, we can see the differences between everything like that. And I can see why this game has high acclaim and is a really, really great game. And this show right here, I wasn't even going to pay attention to the show, but I think I had told y'all back in January that y'all hyping the show up is actually what made me want to watch the show. And I'm so glad that I watched y'all talk about this. And I said, let me go ahead and check this out, because it literally was a last minute decision for me. And I watched the first episode. I said, I'm locked in. I'm locked all the way in. I don't know what to expect, but I'm glad that I did. This show is one of the best video game adaptations I have ever watched in a very long time. And video game adaptations to shows or movies are not the easiest thing to do or pull off. Nope. Especially because there's going to be a lot of criticism. There's going to be a lot of critique. People are going to be looking for certain things. The budget may or may not be there, but I think they worked very well with what they had. They took their time. The writing was phenomenal. The directing was great. The cameos that they had in there, shout out to them for getting the voice actor of Joel in the episode, the voice actress for Ellie to play her mother. That scene right there when she had to give birth while fighting off a clicker, that is insane. That was and that whole thing was. Could you and see the thing is clearly none of us would go through childbirth, but could you imagine a woman being in that situation in real life where she is literally in the middle of an apocalypse having to give birth and fight for her life and her child? Like, that's crazy. She literally, her water broke, and then in comes a clicker, and she's fighting this clicker off, and then she looks down, and her baby's right there in the placenta. Like, that's crazy. Yeah. So I really like how they did all that. This show was just like it's so many words that I don't think that's in the English language that can describe how awesome this show was. Give Pedro Pascal and Bella Ramsey all the awards. Whatever they are nominated for in any award show that's coming up, big or small, they definitely deserve every last one of them. And any other technical awards that the show might be nominated for, give them the awards, because this show has surpassed a lot of people's expectations, and it's restored a lot of faith for people who weren't fans of games becoming shows or games becoming movies. So now that can probably lead into other video games becoming shows and movies in the future, because now you have this opening the door for that to actually occur. But all in all, this entire show gets a perfect 10 for me.
I agree.
It was some bumps in the road there, but you know what? The pros heavily outweighed the cons.
Okay. All right. What you got, Chase?
So first of all, I'm only here for the zombies. You know what I'm saying? Clickers
or lack thereof.
Clickers and stickers and all the rest of them or whatever have you. But listen, Pedro Pascal does not. He does not fail. He does not fail. I like his savage nature. I like that he is so focused on getting this thing done. He's ignoring his pain. He's ignoring everything. I like Ellie. I like Ellie, bro. Listen,
she grew on me.
Ellie became my hero the last show when she had to go and be on her own and save her own life. And listen,
and save his shit.
she was my freaking hero for that and whatnot. This episode did not disappoint. I wasn't mad at it, but like I said, I'm here for the zombies and I'm here for the so I haven't gotten to that level yet, but I wasn't mad at this episode at all. Wasn't mad at it at all. A lot of great shit in there. When he shot what's her name, bro? I was like,
Marlene,
infected, bro, not zombies.
Yeah, infected.
Same difference.
All those guys, all of them. When he shot Marlene, bro, I was just like, yes, take care of business, bro. Because anybody else would have left her there. She'd have been shot. She'd been injured. She'd have showed up. He was like, "You're just gonna show up later."
Not mine.
Yes.
Not mine.
I'm gonna let you come get me later. Nah.
I'm just gonna come later. Yes, in the face, Pedro, in the face.
What you rate the show as a whole, Jason?
I'll give it an 8.5 out of 10.
That's a good score, though.
I'll give it an 8.5 out of 10.
All right, Michael. First off, when that fucking zombie was chasing her ass, and when she got stuck and started giving birth on the floor, and that zombie came in through that motherfucking door, and it's crawling on all fours, and they do a screenshot right to the zombie's face. I was like, oh no!
I pictured Leo being like, nope.
Hold up. Leo, was the light on? Was the light on?
Right when I heard that clicker and she was running, I turned that motherfucker on so quick. Click. Yep, we started the show off right. We ain't gonna do this in the dark. I thought I was gonna get one in the dark. I was like, nope, this is not gonna happen. But that whole scene of her, it shows the strength of a mother. To protect her child, she did what it needed to be done. You fighting off a freaking a clicker that's probably stronger than you, automatic. And when the one thing that pissed me off is you got your pocket knife, right? And you can't. And the one thing, I know you're giving birth, and I know it's pain, and I know all this other shit. Wouldn't you sit by the door on that chair?
I don't think that would be the best idea, because she's giving birth, so her body is not that strong. Her body's not. So that clicker will push her right on over and at risk fall on her stomach, and she could end up having a miscarriage right there. So I don't think that.
Yeah, she took the best position in the room. She's looking straight at the door. She can see what's going on. I mean,
my ass would have been standing to the left of that door. Let the clicker run in and close his ass in there. That's what I would have done. But
I don't know if that dumb. They would have walked right in there and found her right on the other side of the door. She wouldn't even had a chance to react.
I would have had my knife out, bro. Come on, now. Shit.
And I think I think the scary thing about that whole scene is that you knew what was about to happen with her, because clearly you don't see her at all. So you knew she was dead. You just didn't know how and which way they were going to go about it, but you just knew she wasn't going to get out of that situation. I think the thing that got me the most was after she put that door, that chair in front of the door, and she sit on the floor and she's looking down. It's like, oh God, like I have to, like I'm at risk of getting right here. My water's breaking, and all you hear is boom, 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 coming up the stairs, and boom, 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 boom. Like that's all you hear.
The filming, the cinematography in this, when the chair is moving, when the clicker is hitting the door, and they see you see the last two legs of the chair, and you look and you just seeing the freaking chair move forward and forward and forward. I'm like, oh shit, this is great. But also, the other scene that I really felt passionate about is when Joel woke up. That would be any father that has a child. And you're telling me that you're going to kill my daughter just because you want to save everybody else.
On a possibility.
Yeah, on a possibility at that.
On a possibility at that. And you try.
I mean, they were pretty strong about it that they were going to be able to do it, but it wasn't a definite.
Yeah. And you got to remember too, like, he already lost his daughter, and he was trying to save her. So this, like,
and he called her.
This wasn't going to happen twice. This wasn't going to happen twice. He wasn't going to let that happen.
Yeah, they bonded. So it's like,
this wasn't going to happen twice.
So I was like, oh shit, Joel's about to get it in. When I saw Joel walking down the stairs, I was like, that is the dumbest move that anybody's walking trying to take somebody out. You always have a security guard in front and a security guard in the back. And when both of you dumb motherfuckers are walking, and he's walking down and he's walking slow and he's making you push him, it's for him to get range on where the gun is.
Where the gun is, yeah.
That's point blank. That's 101 type shit.
They didn't read the script, Leo. So.
They didn't read the script.
But yeah, so I'm just on my fucking point of views. But when Joel got into it and he was just murking everybody, and the gameplay from the fucking from Aaron playing. There's way more guys, and I want to see that kind of fucking action.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Joel was walking through these guys quick.
And I gave him a nickname, Joel Wick. That's exactly what he was in that episode. He was Joel Wick.
Joel Wick.
Yeah, but the whole scene of him lying and telling Ellie the lie at the end, I could see why he would do it, because he thinks he's acting like a father, and him telling the truth and also they already got green light for the second season. So personally,
y'all don't know. Y'all don't know what's coming.
It's taking so much. I'm gonna contain myself and not go and look up anything related to Last of Us 2 or watch any gameplay or anything. I'm going to just be patient, let that time hit when it does.
Yeah. But so for me, the whole season, I get it a 9.5.
Ooh, Leo gave it higher than I thought he was going to be honest with you.
I give it a 9.5 because the emotion in it.
Yeah.
That's what caught me.
You know why you feel that way? Because you have a daughter. That's what I was about to say. You have a daughter.
I would have done worse. I would have done worse. Joel was light on these motherfuckers. When I felt Joel's pain is when he stuck a knife in the guy's knee. I was like, yeah, that's me.
Oh yeah, episode 8 was probably one of the best episodes this season. 5 and 8 was probably the 2 best episodes for me this season.
Yeah. And the only reason why I don't give it a full close solid 10 is because I'm with Chase. I wanted to see another bloater.
You probably needed more. In fact,
I needed one more. You would have gave me one more bloater, you would have had a 10. Yeah, I just want to see him do this again. Fuck.
I said that bloater looked like a bunch of boogers stuck together. I said that's exactly.
I need that underground compound. I just knew there was gonna be a bunch of clickers in the ground like in the other episode, and they were just gonna run through that town.
Yeah, but when they came out the ground in episode 5, I thought of World War Z. They just came out there running. I'm like, oh my god!
And they kept coming. They didn't stop.
They didn't stop.
I was like, yeah. So I was just expecting that. Like, I can't wait for them to get to this town and just start tearing shit up because they're gonna run all through there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, yeah. So 9.5 out of me. All right, Aaron.
All right, I'm gonna start here. Naughty Dog, all the bloaters that you didn't put in the show, you gave to me when I did the goddamn playthrough. Fuck you. That was fucking terrible. I was running for my life for a solid 5 minutes in that last goddamn episode. It was horrible. But I made it through because I'm a G and that's what we do. You know what I mean? I'm so glad that I was able to bring you all the gameplay because it made me remember why this is one of my favorite games and I played it 3 times through. I don't know if you guys heard because you're not as into video games as I am, obviously, but after this, they said that The Last of Us is actually up for being in the Video Game Hall of Fame for one of the best stories ever written.
Wow.
Nice. It deserves it.
And it deserves it because that story really is remarkable. When you playing it through again, I was like, I can't believe it came out in 2013. It sounds like it's not that long ago, but it's a long time ago at this point. 10 years ago. You know what I mean?
About 10 years ago, yeah.
10 years ago. So you're like, this game was so good for its time. It was like transcendent of its time. They don't make games that good now, honestly. Just from somebody who plays like that.
That's a fact.
I want to say a couple things about the episode because I did love it, obviously. I love the comparison. I don't care how it makes me sound. Joel is Zaddy. Love him. Pedro Pascal, Daddy Zaddy, whatever you want to say. He's a fucking man. Don't care. The part that really hit me is the part that HBO Max added. Shout out to you because this part was not in the game and I appreciated it. And it was the part where Joel told Ellie about the scar on his head. And he said that the scar on my head is not from somebody else who tried to shoot me and missed. It was me who missed. And it gave you a reflection of how bad things really were that Joel considered doing that to himself. Because at that point, he said in the episode, I lost my daughter. I had nothing left to live for. This was going to be my way out. I was going to be reunited with her. And if that happened, we don't get this entire story, which is what it is in the game too, essentially. But they don't show that in the game. They don't have anything about a scar. Okay. But I love that HBO Max added that because it gave you more depth to Ellie and Joel's story as a father-daughter, not really father-daughter, but a dynamic. And Ellie right afterwards saying, well, I'm glad you missed. Just gave you that instant, like, damn, they're close now. You know what I mean? Like they're together now.
Oh, they locked in.
You're locked in at that point. When Joel got into the hospital and got knocked out, The second that he got up, I was like, oh, I know what's coming because I already played the game. But watching it through again and the way HBO Cinematics decided to instead give you the Joel perspective, they just played music over it. And you just watched him, go to work and go. First off, when he's carrying her out and that scene with Marlene at the end, I was just like, that's correct. That's exactly how that should have gone down. 100%. And this is messed up because I've played the second game, so I know what's coming. You guys don't realize how big that entire scene was and what it means for the future. That's all I'm going to say. I won't spoil it for you. Check spoilers if you want or don't. All I'm telling you is it plays a huge part moving forward.
And there's only 2 Last of Us games, right?
There's only 2 games, but I don't know if you saw, but the director who did the HBO Max thing already said that part 2 is so much bigger that it's at least 2 seasons.
Yes, he did. He said that off the carpet.
So you're going to get 3 seasons of the show.
Wow.
And if in my mind, if I know where part 1 of season 2 part 1 would go, it's gonna be fucked up. I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be fucked up.
Yeah, I can't wait. Yeah, like I said, the anticipation is killing me, but I can be patient.
Yeah, no, definitely do. It's worth it. That game is so much longer than the first game because there's a lot more story in there. There's more infected as well, but there's a lot more story.
As long as I get infected, Joes are infected. Man, listen, the fun about zombies is I don't care how much you kill them, they just keep coming. They're everywhere. They're like in every drawer, they're in every closet, they're coming in the windows. It's like, how the hell do you get out of there? That's the whole fun. So, I mean, I just need that.
Yeah.
I get that, then it's a 10 every episode for me.
Well, this is what I've been trying to tell you guys who haven't played the game is going to have a lot more infected because HBO is going to want to give you the storytelling.
Shit, yeah.
It just is what it is. They're going to want you to know that as fucked up as the things are out there, the infected, the people are worse. The people out there in the world are way worse than any infected. That's just the overall.
Yeah, we saw that in episode 8.
Yeah, the overall arching story of this is the people are way worse than anything out there that's infected. It's just the truth.
This is a good foundation. This season was a good foundation for what's to come. I think it kind of caught me off guard at the end when just kind of ended so abruptly. I was like, oh, that's the end. Oh, okay.
Dude, that episode didn't feel as long as it did.
No, yeah,
it wasn't even a long episode. It was only like 43 minutes.
43 minutes.
Yeah, but I was like, I felt like hungry for more. I was like, come on, man, give me like a cutscene, give me something for the next season.
That's what I thought the game was gonna do too. But then I remembered that part 2. I can't spoil it. Part 2 kind of interjects part 1. You'll see. That's all. I don't want to ruin it. But for me, I mean, obviously replaying the game is a 10 out of 10. If it gets into the Video Game Hall of Fame, well deserved. It's awesome. Can't wait for part 2. The show was, I'm gonna just say, a 10 out of 10. I enjoyed this. I've been telling you guys since it came out. It's show of the year. It's January and it's show of the year. I don't really care. It's going to win a bunch of awards. Pedro Pascal is going to be accepting a bunch of nominations. So I always forget her name. What's her name?
Bella Ramsey.
You know her. Bella Ramsey. Thank you. Bella Ramsey's going to get awards too. They're definitely going to. It's well deserved. Shout out HBO Max. Thank you for bringing me back to one of my favorite stories of all time. I appreciate it. It was awesome.
Most definitely.
And I guess on that note, that's going to be an episode. We know it was a little bit longer. We usually try not to go 2 hours, so we appreciate any of y'all that stuck with us tonight. Probably not going to be as long next week because we don't have The Last of Us to talk about anymore, as the season, unfortunately, is over and the man in the chair is done playing the game. so probably a shorter episode next week. We will get back to you guys. Again, just a reminder, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. You can catch us anywhere and everywhere for your listening or viewing pleasure. We appreciate y'all kicking it with us. We will catch you in the next one. Leo's got something to say before we go.
Thank you to Taurean for stopping by, bro.
Oh, yes.
No problem. Listen, I'm glad that I was finally able to come up here. Like, it feels so different, because usually I'm usually like laying down, like watching and just like typing in the chat. Now I get to sit in the chair. So, so I'm glad that I was definitely able to come up. The vibe was definitely great. The conversation was exact. It exceeded my expectations, which were already high anyway. But yeah, I definitely enjoyed myself.
We appreciate y'all being here.
Listen, you're welcome back anytime, dog. You one of the fam. We had to get you on. Like I said, we appreciate your support and everything. And so the door's open.
And guys, if you don't already, because Taurean's got so many followers, make sure you follow him on YouTube. Shout out your channel.
Listen, less than 200 away from 60K.
See what I'm talking about?
Yo,
so shout out your channel real quick, bro. Let them know. What's the channel?
All right, if y'all can follow me here on YouTube. My channel is TaureanReignReloaded. You can also follow me on Twitter at TaureanReignReloaded and on Instagram at Taurean_Reign. And I'm gonna be up here on one of these artist spotlights because I don't be tagging y'all in the pictures for nothing. I'm just saying that's another hint. I'm just throwing out there, you know. Because literally, I almost, you know what? I actually wanted because I did a Deadpool one. I did a Deadpool one. I haven't uploaded it yet. I almost uploaded it right before I came on to the stream because I had wanted y'all to see it, but I haven't uploaded it one. I also did a one called I did a John Wick one today. And I also did one called, y'all heard of the movie Sin City, right?
Yes.
I did one called Melanin City where I took a bunch of black superheroes and did a Sin City rendition of it.
Oh, okay. That's dope.
Yeah,
that's tough.
We got an interview. We got an
interview to do.
Okay, so we're gonna have to schedule that up.
But we appreciate you guys hanging out with us, Taurean. Hopefully, we will catch you on another episode as well. I will leave links in the description for Taurean's social media if you guys want to follow him. And that's going to be an episode. We appreciate y'all. Next week. Peace.